Vibes are.
Bet.
So Ty said we got to react to this tweet. Seems like there's spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen. Is it this chapter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Ty? Is this the newest one? I
Yeah,
forget.
but it's not. It's not.
This is because, and the thing is, we only have to react to this because Ty, it probably got something to do with Sukuna, don't it? Some glaze, little Sukuna glaze,
it's Gojo glaze.
Lord have mercy.
Let's read this.
Here
Gojo losing was planned. During his battle, Gojo says he wants to bring Sukuna closer to death than Yuji once was, not kill him. Then Yuji could save Megumi with his soul CT. Gojo losing / not killing Sukuna was the plan all along. He will rise. And then
Gojo will rise? Gojo will come back?
So what they're saying is that Gojo losing was all part of the plan.
From Gojo.
Yeah, from Gojo. Gojo wanted.
He lost on purpose. Is that what they're trying to say?
Bro,
they're saying he sold. Is that what they're saying?
They're saying that
he lost on purpose,
and that so
he threw the fight.
But we know that's not true.
No, that's the point. That's why they're saying that he wanted Yuji to switch bodies with Sukuna, so he wanted to incapacitate him to the point where Yuji can switch bodies with him. And I don't know what with that. I don't know. But the reason I saw it, I was just like, Gojo getting chopped in 4 pieces and leaving Sukuna to his weaker students. If people think that's a big brain move, if Gojo actually was thinking that, then JJK would be in the toilet, bro. Because that would make like when Gojo gets
you could just low diff Kenjaku. Why not leave them students to handle it?
No. Well. Here's the thing. So one, he said
that's a pretty nice feat to me.
He said multiple times in the fight he was going to kill Sukuna. Like before they face off, he says, "I'll think about Megumi after I kill you." And then he talked to Sukuna. He said, "I'll kill you before you adapt." And also, the funny thing is when he was in the afterlife and he sees Geto and he's like shocked. Because he didn't expect to die. He wasn't planning to get cut in half. And when he literally got cut in half. He's like, huh?
He wasn't expected to get off panel by the author. That's what happened.
He was like, you kidding me?
He was confused.
So, he was definitely confused when he got cut in 4 pieces. So
I mean, I think I guess they're playing onto the fact that Gojo cares about Megumi so much he's gonna sacrifice his life and hoping that Yuji would save him somehow. That's a lot of stretching, bro. Considering
that doesn't make sense because Gojo can could theoretically save Megumi without dying. He doesn't have to die to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to die. And Ty brought it up. It's Sukuna. It's not some average villain where it's like, okay, we can take our time to get him back. Nah. This is the strongest being that in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. They don't even know if anybody can take him after Gojo.
Debatably,
right. And it's not like Gojo is trying to win or anything. I mean, I know he blew himself up to try to win the fight, but he wasn't trying to win.
He pulled a Vegeta. I liked it. I thought it was classy.
They both failed. Crazy.
He tried to blow himself up in an attempt to win, but he wasn't trying to win. He wanted to lose.
No,
that makes perfect sense. If you don't think about it, it makes perfect sense.
Maybe he couldn't kill Megumi.
Megumi's not that important.
He saves when gonna kill Sukuna like 3
Why?
times.
Why isn't Megumi that important?
Well, he said like he in the fight. Didn't he say like, oh, I'm probably just got to destroy Megumi's body? Didn't he say that?
No, he said that he was going to worry about Megumi after he killed Sukuna. Those are his words.
Yeah.
So
he obviously had an idea in mind of how to kill Sukuna. He just couldn't kill Sukuna. That's all it was.
He just got one tapped. I mean, it is what it is.
One tap. Stop. All right.
That attack now. What? Yo.
Like there weren't any like that. You could say one tap if that was like the beginning of the fight.
Hey man, he in heaven right now. So,
but I did have a question.
Whites.
I did have a question for everyone because I know we're gonna be doing a live stream on TikTok later for when the scans come out. But based off that last panel when Kenjaku said that his will live on, I had some theories. I just want to know if any of them might stick because usually when people say like, "Oh, my will live on," they're usually referring to like some type of family type thing. So do you think that based off like some of the stuff with like memories getting implanted and stuff like that with Yuji and what's the older brother's name? I forget off the top of my head.
The
Chozo? Yeah.
Something like that.
Do you think like one of them might get like a random rush of memories from Kenjaku and basically like switch sides? Because we all know that Gege originally wanted Yuta to be the main character. He just did some main character shit. So I'm thinking
Gege, it's Gigi.
Gege, GG, whatever. So I'm thinking like low key, it might eventually be like a Yuta versus Yuji type situation. It is a possibility.
What? Are you wait, what are you
No, I see what he's saying because it's obvious Kenjaku is going to possess someone else's body. That's pretty obvious based on what the last chapter was.
He's just switching.
Lonnie is saying that person that he's going to possess will be Yuji.
Yeah, because he said my will. He said in the last panel, in the last panel of the chapter, he said my will live on. So that means like usually when someone's like, oh, I'm gonna live on, and something that's usually somebody family related. And he did say about Yuji, it's like Yuji's purpose is to be a vessel. He didn't say a vessel for Sukuna. He just said a vessel.
Who else would it be? I mean, he
said that he said Sukuna and Yuji. He said Sukuna and Yuji are gonna be like the eye of the storm for this new era. So,
because I'm thinking about all the potential relevant characters for him to possess, and that he has a connection with. Who else is there?
Yuji, the older brother, and the only other person that like, because I was really looking into it, the only other person that like in terms of like that could even be relevant would be that like hasn't been like shown lately would be Miwa, because Miwa was like the leader in the culling games for some reason. So she has
the
like
blue hair girl.
Yeah, she was like just a leader of color games, and they showed her like just no like walking around with like a path of destruction, and then we got no context after that.
I just thought of a hilarious one. Not gonna lie, this would be funny. I would die if this actually happened. What if it's Nobra? What if Nobra and Megami end up the top final 2 villains? I would die. That'd be so crazy.
That would be kind of crazy, bro. That would be kind of crazy, bro.
That would be
if that happened, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know if I can finish the story.
No, I would be so curious to see how that ends.
I love Nobara. I love her.
If he possessed Nobara, then
oh my god!
Shout out to Gigi. He's cooking.
I would say Gege is really twisted if he does that. Like,
he's cooking.
Like that's actually cooking.
I think that it
would be like, he wants Yuta to have his shine. So
Nobra makes the most sense to me. Just go for it, man.
We haven't seen her in what, 2 years? We haven't seen her in what, 2 years?
Yeah, bring her back as a villain.
We haven't seen Toto. We haven't seen Toto in a while either.
Oh,
just make them all. Just let him take over all their bodies.
I'm not saying he's gonna get possessed or anything. I feel like
why would he want Nobra's body?
Just to piss off Yuji. You know, just to piss him off.
Why not? I think that's more of a. I don't think they would go into a body like that to piss off Yuji. I think the only person that likes to spite Yuji is Sukuna, but he only would spite him if it is beneficial to him also. Like he wanted Meg's body for the 10 shadows because that was beneficial to him. And it just so happened to spite Yuji. But I don't think he would like weaken himself to spite Yuji though.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, Ty. I'm just looking at in terms of biggest impactful body switch. Yeah, I would say would be either Yuji or Nobara.
Oh my
and then
God.
The other thing is, at this point, Lonnie made a good point. Like, who else would Kenjaku do it? If we're talking about everybody he's related to, it would be either Yuji or Chozo. Other than that, I don't know who else he would take his body.
Now, the only way I can see that working is if Yuji fights for his body back, because we know that the body and the soul are one. Like we've talked about that. We've seen that happen like with Toji. We've seen that happen with Geto in Shibuya. So they and with the whole thing with Maito about the body and the soul. So the only if he does do that, I would see Itadori fighting back for his body and then fighting from the inside somehow to get his body back. That's how I think that would work. I don't think he's gonna I don't think Yuta would kill Itadori, and that's how the story is. I don't think that would work.
But I feel like if he does take over his body, it's gonna be after Sukuna's defeated, like something like that. Like they're gonna like finish the Sukuna fight, and then all of a sudden Yuji's the final villain, and I feel like that would be awesome. Like Yuta versus Yuji, that would just be perfect for me. That would be awesome.
We know how Yuji,
right? I don't want Yuji to be the final villain. I want him to beat the final villain. I don't want him to be the one. Like
Yuta's my guy. Yuta.
We all know what Yuji. He accepted. He's a cog in the machine. He's not like necessarily
the guy.
He's him.
But you know why I think he's going to, his mindset will eventually change is I think when like a lot of times characters have like those defining moments, they're rewarded in the end, and that show that rewarding is how the author validates the mind shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that the fact that he did not kill Mahito proves that mindset will not be his final, because like that would have been the reward of that mindset shift is killing Mahito, but he didn't get to do it. So I think that's why he will eventually find his way back to who he was at the beginning.
But I feel like Gege will like. I could see him just knowing that fact, like saying like, oh, like you want this to be like a good story, you want this to have a happy ending, and like not giving it to him. Like, I don't know. Because
I mean, more than likely, they won't be having a happy end. It'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting. I could like because I agree with you, Ty, but I could also see Gege being the type of asshole to just be like, nah.
I'll say GG when you learn how to say deuterogenous. All right.
No happy endings.
Bro, I'm gonna type that in. I'm gonna see what.
So you could always say it.
Yeah.